What is up, everybody? This is the Insane One here, back once again with another Destiny 2 gameplay for Season of the Deep, Week 4. And we last left off with, if I can properly remember, we went into a deep dive because they didn't take me into a salvage and everything. So we went into a deep dive, and apparently, what was the boss that I fought? I think it was a Taken. I think it was a Taken enemy and shit like that. So yeah, it was Kilgarath, if I'm correct, because they had reused him, and then after a while I went into another deep dive, and with this time there was like a three guardian fire team type of thing, and we had to do all the stuff that we did from the previous one in one whole mission and shit like that. And if I'm correct, I think it was last week where Zavala and Saint had it was Zavala and no, it wasn't Zavala. Lord Solid and Drifter had a conversation about, I guess, the old times and shit like that, and how he used to run a bar. I mean, we already knew that, but shit like that. But without wasting our time, let's jump on into this action. If I sounded like I was irritated at all in the during my intro, it's not that I'm just irritated. It's more so that I'm just not feeling this. I'm just not feeling this season. It's just.
What's the word, sister? All this Golden Age tech is impressive stuff. Almost makes you wonder how they lost back then. You dig? About that, if we're looking to win this time, I need Savathun's swamp to wash up a few finishing touches for my rig. Cracking skulls and looting halls is your bag, hero. That's why you're headed to her throne world. That pyramid Savvy brought down, it's cut off from the witness. Scorned bigwigs been digging tech we can use out of that burning heap. All you have to do is find 'em and take it. Then you let old Drifter worry about the kit bashing. Easy. Hey, one more thing. Xivu dripping nonsense in your head, too? She's been recounting some of my more heroic exploits. Dark Age's been on my mind. You know how the past is. You pull the trigger and people die, so you don't have to. Then, someone comes along and wants to forgive you for that, like it's fine. Won't ask what Xivu's dredging up for a killer like you. Wouldn't be polite. Thundergun's down there, though. Been under pressure so long, everybody's looking for cracks. Don't get me wrong, coin to table, she's been through it. But I don't think Sloane's looking to be told it's fine. 'Cause it ain't. 'Cause it needs to be ugly to win. And then you live with it. See you on the other side.
Yeah, it's just more so. This season is just. I don't know. Let me get the sword. Ever since, because as you guys already know, Season of the Haunted was my favorite seasonal thing. After that, everything just started going all weird. Alright, what's next? What's that? I'm not being a one-shot.
Move out, fire team.
Arc damage? I don't have arc, so.
Back for another dive, Sloan.
This dive, the next one, and the one after that, until it's done. I'm ready to get moving. Hear what else Asa has to say.
Good. It's the reasons we carry into the fight that see us through it. Yours holds strong.
But yeah, I mean, as I was saying, like, the thing about this season, it doesn't have more so the excitement that whatchamacallit, Haunted had. Hell, even I mean, although I was raging at Seraph, that season still had a lot of interest, more so because it was building up to Lightfall. But like when they said Season of the Deep is gonna explain all this, they haven't really been doing much of that, to be honest. We get like, of course we're getting like fragments of the story from Asa every time we put in a thing, but like it's not really doing much explaining as I thought it was gonna be, because when they first said that Season of the Deep was gonna tell a story about like the witness and his agenda behind all this.
Have your ghosts disrupt those power stations. We'll seize everything here.
When they said that, I thought it was majorly gonna be like dedicated around the witness, but like right now we're more so seeing Zevil Wrath make her appearance in this one. But I mean that's fine. I mean it's fine that Zevil Wrath is making her appearance, because we found it, because at first like, because we want to like keep up with what, like where she's been, and like her rage with us after disconnecting her from her sister and then killing her sister at that same time. But also like normally I thought that this was gonna like delve deep, like go majorly in with already talking about the witness and everything and shit, but and shit like that. I mean, like right now, it just felt like it's doing a slow pace with that. I mean, because so far we haven't even seen those little ink drop cutscenes yet. I mean, hell, it might be an ink drop cutscene with this week and everything, as I just said that. But still, like normally they do ink drop cutscenes like heavily. But I don't know if ink drop cutscenes always happen on the 4th week or the 5th one, or if it's just random and shit. But yeah, so far it hasn't been no ink drop cutscene yet. But like it's just more so this season doesn't really pack much of an interest to me, because with Sarah we had Anna Bray, Elizabeth, aka the Stranger, Clovis Bray, Rasputin coming, and Rasputin and somewhat Osiris. So she woke up and everything. So we were seeing what Osiris had to say. Back off of me. But although Seraph was causing me to rage a lot more with that season, it was still an interesting season. It kept me interested to see what the hell was gonna happen. Because I mean, right now, season of the Deep feels more like a chore than it does. Like to me, it feels more like a chore, because like every time I hit the new week, I'm like, great, I gotta go back at this shit. Hearing all this. Now I mean, but like, granted, that's also because my storage is starting to get a little on the full side and everything, so it's pretty much leading me to have to buy another extended device so that way I can properly start recording heavy again, because it's slowing down my process with the recording. But like the Season of the Deep still, like I know for the longest time I've been asking or been wondering, like, hey, what's going on with Titan and Deputy Sloan, and what's going on with Io and Ashtamir and all the other planets. Like, and like, right, and so far, like, they're Season of the Deep, I mean, with this season, they're slowly starting to bring back all the, well, somewhat bring back all the old planets, because, like, and like answering the questions. So we know that Sloan is still alive, well, due to the fact that she's a fighter, and we know that Ashtamir is alive due to the fact that he knows how to survive in tough situations. And I mean, Brother Man, like I said, dude dead. I don't think I think Brother Vance was a normal human. Because I don't think he was ever a guardian. He could have been a guardian for all I know. But so far I haven't read no. I don't think there's any story on Brother Vance to give the indication or for us to know his story due to the fact that he's just an Osiris fanatic. Now I don't even think Osiris cared about Brother Vance. But I mean I think there was one time Osiris did mention Brother Vance due to the fact that he was a loyal fanatic that followed under him and read everything about Osiris, but once again, I highly doubt Brother Vance. I highly doubt Brother Vance is alive. I truly believe he is dead or corrupted. He could be now a disciple.
This sector is crawling with Hive and Taken. Let's head down and dodge some of this heat.
He could be a disciple now for the witness. Well, I wouldn't really say disciple because you have to be, what is this, energy weapon? Solar damage? The only solar I have is...
Hive, Taken, Fallen who never made it off Titan, driven out of their minds. Down here, not much has changed for me.
I wondered why the Elixni here flew no banners. You really think nothing has changed, even with Asa?
It's the same fight, Saladin. The pieces move around, the lines inch back and forth, but this still just feels like attrition.
One of Xivu Arath's most prevalent tactics. But that's all it is. You feel attrition because she imposes it. We will outlast her.
And then to be honest, it's just been, these seasons just been fight after fights with people. They're all fighting each other, and then they always want to end it with, we need to work together. How many times that's going to be said? Like, god damn, like God, like really? We've been fighting with each other since the Red War, and that's base game Destiny 2. And then just for y'all to be like, we have to work together because that's what our enemy wants. Like, we should have been realized that since the Red War, and then should have really realized that ever since Cade died, and then at that point you shouldn't even take it.
You're on site, Guardian. I'll draw away their commander while you get the job done.
And then y'all really shouldn't even have had to question if y'all should be fighting after Witch Queen, because as you can see, Traveler and shit, I mean, like giving Savathun light and Hive light, y'all should have known damn well it shouldn't even been a question for y'all to have to work together and not fight amongst each other. I mean, well, but Witch Queen wasn't bad, but it's just, I'm more so talking about like season, like expansion part of the story, season wise, and I'm just using the expansions as the example for story, because seasonal stuff didn't happen until, seasonal quests didn't really happen until Forsaken. But I think in Forsaken there was no weekly type of shit. It was just, okay, teleporting, but he ain't. Is he still in there? Okay, so this person's split. Here we go. So that person's glitched, but yeah, as I was saying, Forsaken, the seasonal stuff wasn't really weekly, if I'm correct. We were able to complete the great. We were able to complete it within one go, I think. Because Black Armory, I don't think that was weekly. Well, with the season of the Drifter, that one was weekly. With the Xur quest, we had to wait every week on a Friday for Xur to arrive to get the quest from Xur, and then learn the story about the Drifter. I mean, those quests were very short as hell and everything. But although Season of the Drifter's story was like 3 to 5 minutes, hell, or shorter. Sometimes some of them were like 1 minute long. But although they were 1 minute long, and his learning about it was still pretty interesting. And that's saying something with all these ones, because back then they didn't have a battleground or arena shit.
Let's get it on!
They just sent us to a planet to go kill enemies, or a specific faction of enemies. And that's also another thing. I think it's also possibly the arena for Season of the Deep that's less interesting.
Get off my back, bitch!
Why did you follow me? Because the salvage, it really seemed like we're thrown in doing chores and shit. Go put this together, go put that together. Why is everything fucking broken? Like, I mean, I get that this place is overrun by the Hive, but goddamn, I'm like, we're sent on more.
This sector is crawling with Hive and Taken. Let's head down and dodge some of this heat.
It feels like we're sent on more fetch quest than Skyrim shit. With just one salvage thing. What's this? This is precision, void. I'll do precision because void. I mean, I have a void
You're
weapon.
moving out of standard transmat range now. Quick response fire team support unavailable. You're alone from here.
Trudging along the seafloor has been churning up a lot of memories. A lot of long nights in the open darkness. Almost didn't come back a few times. Almost didn't want to.
But your actions led you to this point. Those near misses are lessons learned. Now you have that benefit.
That's also another thing that's irritating me with Season of Deep. This fucking water. Like, I don't care for the damn water, and I haven't even tried the damn fishing yet. Hell, I don't even think I mean, although I'm possibly going to need to, it might be important later on through some of those missions, but the fishing, I didn't come to play Destiny to fish. If I want to fish, I'll go to Warframe. At least I get something. At least I find some interest in that. Or I'll go to Skyrim, because Skyrim has fishing now with their little
Okay, partner. Get drilling while I get loud and make a diversion for you.
I think with their legendary. I think it's the legendary edition for Skyrim, which I have. I just haven't tried it out yet. But at least fishing for Skyrim makes sense too, because it's better than just because it's better than stepping up to the water and just picking up the damn fish that's just sitting there waiting to get caught or some shit like that. But hell, or I'll go to Red Dead Redemption 2, because once again fishing makes sense there. But fishing in Destiny 2, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. I shoot the damn fish before I catch it with the goddamn fishing rod. Shit like that. Like, I don't understand what's the point of fishing in Destiny 2. But I mean, eventually I might try out the fishing later. But other than that, that has not been touched yet. I don't know if I get in. I don't know if the quest grants me anything useful. But yeah, that's another thing I just don't see interesting about Season of the Deep. It has a lot of uninteresting things.
Let's get it on!
You can die. But so yeah, that's just my thoughts on Season of the Deep. Normally, I mean, I'm not the only one that sees it like this. I've been on Twitter seeing a lot of people like just not feeling Season of the Deep. Some people gave up after week 1 because like they just wasn't feeling the season. Some people just some people are like me, just powering through the season just to see how it ends. Because normally the ending of the season is where they make everything interesting. But it's just, I feel like you shouldn't get interesting all the way to the ending of the season. You should keep everything interesting from start to finish. To keep the person hooked on the story you're trying to tell. Because if you got them just waiting for the ending, then after a while, every season they're just going to be uninteresting, or they're just going to stop playing. But I know I keep mentioning Season of the Haunted a lot, but like that season had because here's what I think that was done good about Season of the Haunted. Because although they did bring back the Leviathan, the thing about the Leviathan, it was a raid area. So in order to,
I see a drill running low. Take care of it.
So in order to be on the Leviathan, you had to do the raid and everything, like to actually. But see, here's the thing. Here's what they did. They turned it into a whole its own destination. We were able to explore the Leviathan, although it was a seasonal thing, and it was, yeah, sure, we did containments on there. I mean, it was part of like one of the main reasons to progress with the quest by doing the nightmare containments, but that wasn't the only reason why for us to come to the Leviathan. We were also able to go to Leviathan to like just explore. We were able to do patrols. It was its own patrolling destination. So like when they brought back Titan and all that, and Mars, I mean, well, Mars came before Leviathan, of course, but when they brought back Titan, and I honestly thought it was gonna be like how the Leviathan was, its own its destination zone, where we could also, like, you know, explore Titan, see the differences that was the mayhem that was caused from it being taken away from the darkness and everything. But now it's just, in order to get on Titan, you have to do the salvage or deep dives or the main mission. We can't really explore much of the planet that we used to always explore before. Because see, like with the Leviathan, not everybody did the Leviathan race. So when they explored the Leviathan, those people got a chance to see what the Leviathan was like for their first time and everything. Like, oh yes, they didn't get a chance to see how it looked before, when it was all beautiful and everything and very clean and not all corrupted, but still they got a chance to explore the Leviathan. And with the whole and so now with the whole content bolting and story and planets being taken away for all the new light players, with them not being able to experience Titan or Mars due to the fact that they can't explore it and only have to be on Titan and Mars for one specific thing, whether it's to go to the Enclave to modify weapons, or just go to Titan to do salvage and deep dives. They don't really get a chance to see what Titan was like, or at least as much as Titan was like, and everything like that. I mean, granted, some of these whole spots are new to even us, the veteran players of Destiny 2. Still, like the new players should be able to see what was missed. Like if you're gonna reuse it, go like put the 100% into it, not just the 50% and shit. I mean, now granted, that may be too much gigs to render probably for just a small season.
This sector is crawling with Hive and Taken. Let's head down and dodge some of this heat.
Maybe too much to render for, or in too much gigs for a small season, or for a season that's not gonna, well.
Egregore samples accounted for. Guardian, we're clear to engage their commander.
It's not gonna be here for so long, but still, because also with Season of Haunted, you had although it was 3 stories, but we already knew Crow's story with Uldren and everything, with why he
Keldarath, taken from bones, chiseled by loss. Rise, a test of metal.
But there was 2 stories that we learned from. No, granted, although it may although it may seem obvious that Kaido was trained, or it may seem obvious to most that Kaido was a student under Gull, but it's still an interesting story nonetheless, because you had Zavala with his I knew about Zavala's wife. I just didn't know about his son. I just thought some other shit happened, but I didn't know that happened with his son. But with Kaido and Gull, like that was still interesting and shit. Like since she was a child, she watched Gull become like reaches rank during the whole, I think, the little gladiator shit. But like just learning about those 2 was very intense. Because, granted, Season of the Haunted was more so focused on Zavala, because it was his story. We didn't really know much about, because he normally keeps it to himself. How is that killing me, dude? You barely even touched me. But still, we were more so learning about Zavala and how the pain that he's going through, and also because I mean even Saladin had his little story in it, because Saladin was there from the start as well when Zavala first met Sophia. Dude, what the fuck? Didn't I revive him? These punches are stupid. These enemies are really becoming annoying. Dude, what the fuck is this spawn? Literally spawned me right in front of a Scion just to punch me again. He killed me instantaneously. This dude still fucked himself for its stupidity. But yeah, that's just more so that was my fascination with Season of the Haunted. I was hooked from start to finish. I actually did a lot in that season. I've actually done a lot in that season. It felt like I was doing in the Forsaken expansion all over again, because with Forsaken, I was literally doing almost damn near everything, well, except the raid, because I had nobody to do the raid with. Really? Same with pretty much fun. In Destiny 2, I've only done 3 raids in Destiny 2, which is Leviathan, Eater of Worlds, and Bolt of Blast, and shit like that. And that's pretty much the same amount of raids I did in Destiny 1. I did 3. I did all the raids except Taken King in Destiny 1. Oh my god. Every bullet hit me. Didn't even miss. That's fucking perfect. Come on, dude. What the fuck is with that stupid ass blight? It's just one shot, really. Why is the blight so damn strong? All it takes... Whatever.
Let's get it on!
Fuck off. Barely even did anything to him. Shit after this. Combo. Don't come up here just to punch me. Shit irritates the hell out of me. A whole enemy will just run up to me for one fucking punch. Left. One good thing I can say the boss doesn't shoot me when he's in his immune state, because that'd be some bullshit right there. What is damaging me? There's no way that there's no way that, oh great, they die. How did you kill? There's no way that skill that was hitting me. Fuck off with that bullshit.
Let's get it on!
What the hell you get? That one after him. No. Wow. Dang, dude.
You've cleared all known extraction points in the sector.
Get the fuck out of the
Surface
way.
and debrief, fire team.
Do you think your new Scion friends could help move this process along, Saladin?
I brought that question to them as well. They've expressed a great deal of concern about melding with a worm.
They don't trust her.
Trust isn't the issue. Their concern is safety. Your bond and taken affliction ground you. But for them, it would be more like touching a live wire. Asa's connection to the darkness would open them to others who could be watching, assuming it doesn't kill them outright.
Yeah, I see them standing over there.
This is awful.
Sure is.
That's it.
You ever been outside of Seoul?
Never had a reason to.
Can't say I recommend it. Saw some stuff while I was out there. Bad stuff. A world colder than you can imagine. Creatures that suppressed the light. My crew. Let's just say we wore out our welcome. Creatures started closing in. Trigger fingers got itchy. Some of us froze to death. A lightless, final death. The others, they didn't go so quiet. Not until I shut them up.
Why am I twitching?
Not sure how long I stayed after that. Had to mod my ghost to survive. Used the parts from... I did what it took to get off-world. And now I'm here.
I'm no stranger to combat, but
What's with these pauses?
how did you leave it all behind?
I didn't. Some things you carry with you forever. But eventually, they stop feeling too heavy to lift.
Thanks for the drink, Drifter.
Anytime, Sloan.
Is that the drink right there? So where do I go? Do I go through here? A mission.
Anathema. Calamity. That which cannot, must not come to pass.
The weapon?
A wordless denial. A fleeing God. Betrayal. And escape. The pursuit for the final shape.
Was she rhyming?
We're almost there. My link with Asa feels crystal clear. It's a little frightening, but strangely comforting, too. A lot changed while I was gone. It feels like the entire universe moved on without me, and now I'm struggling to catch up. Old enemies became new allies. New enemies wield the light against us. And old allies. Friends. Like Amanda. Sometimes I wonder, if I returned to the tower, would it even be my home anymore? Or would I just be a phantom? A forgotten memory wandering its streets at night? Xivu Arath's voice keeps telling me I don't belong there. That the battlefield is my home. That it always has been. Maybe she's right. Maybe reliving what I went through over and over again is a way for me to stay in familiar territory. To remain in the hell that I know. And avoid the one I dread. Either way, the mission comes first. I have to see it through to the end, regardless of where I end up when it's done.
You have fun with that. So who's on the comms today?
The ever-forward march of time has a humorous way of looping in on itself. Doesn't it?
In some ways, a long-lived perspective makes it difficult not to see trends die and resurface.
Do you think that's how the witness sees us? Variations of potential, or lack thereof?
What's really on your mind?
Sloan. She is singularly focused on her mission. That type of focus. You forget to come up for air. It's like a death when it's over.
Your command can be an anchor. Keep her from drifting. That's what I tried to do for you.
I seem to recall pushing back against your methods quite often.
The Dark Age drove us to extremes. Your style of leadership is more refined than mine.
It wasn't long ago that I was your pupil. Since then, I'd like to think we've developed a trust beyond authority or duty. How did you foster that friendship while being my superior?
You're not listening, Zavala. I didn't. Remember, you left my tutelage. All I did was give you the lessons I thought you needed to survive. Nothing more.
You're saying I can't be all things?
I'm saying I can't tell you what you want. because our friendship was not of my making. When the Iron Lords fell, when the Red Legion caged the Traveler, when the pyramids filled our skies, my heart was not open. You were. Despite your doubts, others see you as a pillar of strength. They're drawn to the shade you provide. Just stay standing.
Huge gift of birth dust. Or bright dust, I meant. Fuck. The fuck is birth dust? Never saw that before. Alright guys, that was all for week 4 for Season of the Deep for Destiny 2. So didn't have a ink drop cutscene. Like I said, it might happen next week for week 5, because I think it happens within the 5th week, possibly. I think, like I said, well, sometimes it happens sometimes it happens earlier, sometimes it happens in the 3rd week or the 1st week. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy today's gameplay for Season of the Deep, then you gotta leave a like and comment below, share your thoughts what you did think of today's video. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss any coming gameplay for Destiny 2 and so on. But yeah, that was just pretty much my thoughts about, or at least how I feel about Season of the Deep right now, because it's either that or it's pretty much that time where it's coming where it's like I possibly just need a break from Destiny and everything like that, because just the amount of stress keeps happening. But with having to keep up with this shit and then having to deal with these whole annoying type of stuff, or wondering where the story is going, trying to make sure I'm understanding what the hell these motherfuckers are either complaining about or just trying to tell me. But yeah, until then, peace out.